I decided to calculate all the episodes that I have made and tally up the top 10 episodes out of 99. So here we go. My 10th favorite episode of all is Episode 5, whenever I did Super Mario 64 16-star run. I think that was very interesting despite the fact that everybody else is doing speedruns like the 16-star run. So I gave it my best shot to do the backwards long jump up the stairs and managed to defeat Bowser with 16 stars. And that is why Episode 5 is my 10th best episode of all. But my 9th favorite episode is Episode 93, that is right, episode 93, whenever I did Five Nights at Warriors 2. Why did I figure that was my 9th favorite? Well, because not only that we did 5 nights, but 7 nights. A creepy message came in after night 5 that we had to stay there for the weekend. I had the great experience with Toad, and that was a great experience because not only that it's good, but it's also scary for me because you're playing inside a very dark office and a thunderstorm is happening during the game. I myself is not a big fan of thunderstorms at night alone, so whenever a thunderstorm came through at night when I was sleeping, I just slept through. I tried my best, and I managed to do it. Alright, my 8th favorite episode of all is Episode 45, when we played Luigi's Mansion 3, Part 6. It was just me and Colin at the time, and all of a sudden we decided to have a few conversations on my mind, including this one conversation where we talk about the room on the 10th floor, how it's very similar feeling of a Disney Hollywood Studios diner, that we get to sit in the car and watch the movie eating dinner. That was a very good restaurant. We actually worked as a team during that time, so whatever we did in the boiler room, the 10th floor, and the 11th floor, we worked as a team during all 3 of those floors. And that was wild too. Wild 3 floors we ever did. And then my 7th favorite episode is Episode 10. That's right, Episode 10, when Nick was the very first guest on Bethel Park Gaming. And I didn't even think that it turned out to be successful. We bonded over video games. Not just video stuff in here, but video games. Anyway, during that episode, we got a good experience of how multiplayer actually works, rather than playing it with all 3 computer players. It was actually my time to shine to know what a real gamer that I really am. And then so does Nick too, because he got that lucky spin that he's actually right towards the star. Here's the clip.
Yes!
Oh, yeah!
Yes! 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 We go!
Go! Do it! Go get Mario!
Oh god.
Oh, you got
Yeah!
Mario! You got Mario!
Yes!
Go!
Yes!
Yeah! Good job, Nick. Good job.
My first star in the 2020 decade.
And that is how Nick actually got his very first star in Mario Party 8. And ever since, he got a couple of stars in mind, but he always ended up losing the whole entire party game because, hey, I shined myself to be the best gamer during the 4 episodes of Mario Party 8. So that is why episode 10 is actually my 7th favorite of the series. And now my 6th favorite episode is Episode 90. How episode 90, I might ask? We were playing ARMS, and I used to own ARMS just because my sister wanted to play it, but she never played it. So I decided to sold the game away to another gamer in my area. Then out of the blue, Corey, who just got into Bethel Park Gaming, decides to have an idea of bringing ARMS in the show. And let me tell you, playing ARMS is like, wow, how did I miss it? How did I miss all these features in that game? So much so that I actually won a 2v2 by myself. Crazy, right? Then Corey explains the whole game mechanics and the different modes and how do you unlock different arms and all that stuff. He explained it really clearly to me and Ethan. So that's why episode 90 is my 6th favorite episode in the series. Alright, the top 5. My 5th favorite episode is MLB The Bigs 2. That was actually the first game that we played the emulator on. And let me tell you this, from the emulator to the actual Wii game, there's actually big changes. Big changes that the emulator makes the whole entire game HD. During that time, however, Nick decided to put some legendary teams in. And that is how I played with the Chicago White Sox, while Nick being the Seattle Mariners. And during that time, however, I didn't even know Seattle Mariners had a big playoff drought until this year. How they actually won the wild card series against Toronto and only to get shot out by the Houston Astros in the ALDS. So great job for the Seattle Mariners team. You needed it for the future of your team. I like the game mechanic on the emulator, how you play offense and defense. Despite of Yunt not being my favorite middle fielder, it was still a very good game. Nick won a large margin of 31-15, but still, I really like that game a lot. And that is why episode 91 is my 5th favorite episode of all time. And now my 4th favorite episode is episode 87, that is right. Episode 87 when we play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 2 tracks with Corey in the debut. And during that time, however, I needed a 3rd player. I told you this before, and I needed a 3rd player to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because it couldn't just be me and Ethan. I would have easily beat him. That's where Corey came in and actually challenged me to do so, and I will not forget the moment of what happened in Snowland. Here's the clip. There you go. What? Whoa! Whoa! Wait! Whoa! Wait! Whoa! Ethan? Wait a minute.
I distracted him enough.
Wait a minute. No. Hold on. Wait.
With our
wait
powers
a minute.
combined, we can
Wait
take him
a
down.
minute. You had a delay start. How is that possible? Come on. Where are you? There you are. Hey, there's our shadows. And that, my friends, is why I like episode 87 as my 4th favorite of the series. And now the top 3. My 3rd favorite episode of the series is Rocket League with Nick and Daniel. Like I said, we made the show so interesting that the fact that Nick has the replays and have different perspective views onto their cars and the ball itself. And we put those replays into the real gameplay itself. It's like playing an actual soccer game, but with RC cars. And then how instant replays were like during the sports events now, it's actually kind of accurate. Despite of our record being 3-3, we managed to get a 500 record to play those 6 matches. And that's why episode 52 is my 3rd favorite episode of the series. And now, my 2nd favorite episode of the series is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze Part 4. That's right, when me and Colin played Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze in all 7 parts. And the 4th part, however, was the funniest to me. It was the funniest episode because not only that, you got us dying a lot, but with also Colin saying, "You banana brain." We had the counter for banana brain all 41 times. Not only that, but also put a couple of jokes in there, especially the part from The Simpsons. Right into the spike.
I need a heart. I'm dying.
No! Oh, come on, man.
Say the line!
Banana brain! But we still managed to have a lot of fun and a lot of laughs out of us. So that's why I say that is my 2nd best episode of the series. And now, the moment of truth. My number 1 favorite episode of the series is Friday Night Funkin' the Origami King. That is right. Friday Night Funkin' the Origami King mod, episode 83. I told you all this before with voice acting, the cutscenes, the music, the glasses, the leather jacket, everything in that episode that I edited was so perfectly timed. I loved it so much, and I still thank them for helping me voice over the lines in the game alone, especially to my sister. So that is why episode 83 was my best episode of the series. If you think 83 wasn't your best episode so far, comment down what you think your favorite episode of the series is. On YouTube or TikTok if you like. Just comment down below and tell me what is your favorite episode in the Bethel Park Gaming series.